episode 2.
Yay! How exciting.
It is actually so exciting.
I know.
Because we released episode 1 last Sunday.
Yep.
And it has performed way better than we expected it to
So
perform.
much better. Over 400 views.
Yeah, in a week.
Yeah, 5 days.
Yeah, and this is... We're kind of nobodies.
Yeah, we
so.
are. We're no one. No one knows who we are. So
Exactly. So one thing we just want to do a quick disclaimer. If you hear a baby crying or yelling out, actually, babe, can you quickly just bring the baby and yourself in here real quick?
we have an audience today.
Yeah, because my partner Cam's on baby duties today because we're filming on Saturday, the 30th of October.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's Halloween. Hence the decorations and the outfits. Quick, babe, come in real quick.
Hello.
You just get to say hi to the phone real quick.
Hi, chicken.
What are you doing?
Say hi.
Hello.
We have Macy and Cam.
Yeah.
Hi, Papa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get mummy's hair.
Have fun.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for popping in.
Bye-bye. Bye. Yeah, so if you at any point through this episode hear Macy Grizzle or
now.
anything like that, and you possibly may also hear Hey Bear,
Yeah.
because that's our go-to when we're keeping
Keeps
Macy
us
happy.
so happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
So if you hear that, hopefully YouTube doesn't come for us for
It's
copyright.
fine. We don't own any rights to that music. So.
We don't own any rights to that. Now, today's episode, as per promised in last week's episode, is about cheating.
It is. It's a good one.
Yeah, it is pretty good. So, we have two completely different opinions and ideas on what cheating is.
Yep.
And different ways to explain it too. So, Marnie, I think that you should tell everybody your...
My definition of cheating.
Yeah, what you think's okay and not okay.
So basically, if you're in a relationship and it's not an open relationship, you're not seeing other people, you're committed to one person only. My definition of cheating is definitely if you are doing something that you know would make your partner upset. So dirty messages, flirty messages, pictures, anything that you would think, shit, I got to delete that.
Yeah.
Obviously physical stuff as well. That's definitely cheating, but I'm very much, there is emotional cheating and there is physical cheating.
Yeah.
Neither of them are okay in my books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yours is very different, though.
Mine is super different. So I look at cheating as you have to follow through with it. So it's we all like people's attention. Anyone who says, I hate the other opposite sex, same sex, doesn't matter what you are.
You're lying.
Yeah. Exactly. It's someone flirts with you and they're attractive, you slowly put your engagement ring behind your back.
Yeah, and you're like, yes, continue, please.
Yeah. You're but then I think from that, it's kind of where you stop it defines whether or not it's cheating. But for me, I'm okay, if you send back a few cheeky text messages here and there, Macy agrees with me.
She's
That's why you hear her. Yeah.
Yeah, Anita, let's do it.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that, if you are sending text messages back and forth, but you never follow through, you never go and see that person, and it's you choose to go home with your partner. For example, you could be out in a nightclub dancing and a girl starts dancing on you and it's getting a little spicy, and she offers to go home with you and all that sort of stuff. But then you go, no, you know what I've got at home is pretty good. I'm going to go home and be with my partner. Yeah. For me, I'm okay, you didn't cheat because you didn't follow through with it. So for me, it has to be a physical side of things, because for me, if you have sent raunchy messages or photos or, like some things on Instagram or stuff like that, for me, I look at that as you're playing with the forbidden fruit. And there's a boundary in messages where I say, okay, that's not acceptable. Yeah. That is a mistake. That is a breach of my boundaries. Yep. But I wouldn't say, he's cheated on me. I would say,
you're in for it.
He's crossing the line. And I'm insert dun 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 music.
I get that. But okay, just playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
If you were to walk into a club and you saw Cam and a girl was grinding all up on him, would you be okay seeing that? Would you be like, oh, it's fine? Or would you be like, what?
I would. I'd be okay.
Oh my gosh.
Because I would be like, what a compliment. Like, there is 100
true.
other dudes in this club and you have picked my dude.
True.
Like, thank you.
True. You have the most just rock solid relationship though, so you just don't even need to worry about that, I think.
Yeah, like, but then I wonder if that's why I have such a different outlook on cheating.
Probably.
Because it's like, you know, and also like Cam is so wonderful. Like, he is so nice to anyone. Like, every single one of my girlfriends, when you hold a conversation with Cam, and I could even be around, but you still then feel like you're the only person in the room with Cam, because he does give you 100% of his undivided attention, and you're like, well, this is very flattering. You know what I mean? But then
I feel special.
Yeah. And I think because I know that's the type of person Cam is, that some people sometimes take it the wrong way. Yeah. And like, you know, even the smoko chick at fucking McNab site, Fortitude Valley, I'm coming for you.
We see you.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so I think that's it. And we were having this discussion too. I had said to you, my outlook on it, and it's like completely different, was that if you have a diet and you're going through a shopping centre and you put a Twix in your trolley and you walk through the whole shopping centre thinking about how good it's going to be to eat that Twix, and then you finally get to the checkout and you put the Twix back, my question to you was, have you cheated on your diet?
No.
And you said no, because you've opted to go home and eat the carrot and hummus in your fridge. So I look at it as the same way. When you are messaging a chick, like a guy, or if a girl's messaging a guy and you're being a little bit flirty, but then it never follows through, or you never do anything with it and it just stays as it is, as far as I'm concerned, you've either put the Twix back on the shelf or you've put the girl back into someone else's inbox. You know what I mean? Like, you've taken, as soon as you stop responding or you cut it short and you never follow through, to me it's you've shut that down. You've checked out.
Yeah. And I guess it comes down to, and see, what's the word? I contradict myself here so badly, because I'm like, emotional cheating is cheating. I've been emotionally cheated on, and I think maybe that's why it's such a sore point for me. But then also I'm like, doesn't matter where you get your appetite as long as you eat at home. Yeah. So I'm like, in both baskets. I could walk past a super hot guy at the shops, or I was at a footy game months ago when I was with my ex, and there was just footy boys everywhere, and I was like, I feel guilty, I shouldn't be looking at them. And then you are delicious. Yes. Flex those muscles. My best friend's stepmom came up to me, she's like, doesn't matter where you get your appetite, just eat at home. Yeah. And I was like, well, I get that. Like, it's innocent in my mind. Yeah. But then if my ex was to go to a strip club, I know it's completely different. If he was to go to a strip club and be like, oh my God, this girl's turned me on completely, but then come home to me, I'd be like, do I not turn you on? I've said to Cam, babe, we should go to a strip club together and I will pay for you to have lap dances. You guys are the best. I need a relationship like that.
No, but see, because like for me, like I was talking about high body counts last week, and how like for me, it's like, you know, Cam has been with a series of chicky babes that are, but every single one of them are fucking awesome in their own individual way. Yeah. But he has found me to be the most compatible with him. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's why I'm like, you know, you could go to a strip club, you could go out, you could get hit on at work, as long as you have not kissed them, as long as you're not going to bed with them. Yeah. Like for me, cheating's based off your intentions with that person. Oh yeah. If you flirt with never the intentions of having sex with that person, or being intimate with them, or leaving your current partner to be with that person, then I'm like, well, you're not cheating. But that's just my opinion.
I get that though. Yeah. And I feel like when I'm in a stable relationship with someone I trust,
we'll redo this podcast episode.
Yeah, we will, and I'll be like, well, guess what?
Yeah, I know.
I don't see that it's cheating anymore.
A
girl can dream.
Oh, it's going to happen. Maybe tonight, because we might pop it up on our Instagram and do a couple posts. We're going to a Halloween party, so that should be fun. And we have a 2-hour unlimited beverage package. And I'm not currently pregnant, so I can drink.
Yes. And I'm going as a dark angel. Maybe I'll meet my devil.
Oh, see, now I feel so lame because Cam and I are going as scarecrows together.
Yeah, but you two are cute together. Like, that's cute.
That's why I have this cape, because last year we went as Little Dead Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf.
I love that.
I know, right?
You guys.
Oh, it kills me. All right. Well, what I want to do is, so everyone watching this, I was like, reading this? No one's reading this. Everyone that's possibly watching this, I'm going to give some statistics, and then based off of our relationships, I wonder how many of our relationships have ended in cheating based off these statistics, because it's kind of like, yeah, exactly. So from sexualhealthaustralia.com.au, thanks, babes.
Thanks.
Extramarital affairs or infidelities are common. Most indicate that around 60% of men and 45% of women are willing to report that they haven't had that. Let's try again. Report that an affair has occurred sometime in their marriage, and it suggests that 70% of all marriages experience an affair.
That's really sad.
Oh, just break up.
Yeah,
before
don't.
you go
If you're
and
not
do
happy,
something.
see you later.
Yeah, like.
And I know it's a bit harder with a marriage,
But still, respect for the other person. Like,
and I feel like there's a lot of steps that you can take before actually cheating on your spouse.
well, here you go. It says, due to the increased accessibility to the internet, online infidelity is emerging as a prominent issue in couples therapy. It has become more prevalent because it offers anonymity.
Anonymity.
Need my picture. Yeah, pretty much, right. Convenience and escape for the user. So for me, maybe that's why my mindset has changed, because the situations that we are in life now, maybe that is the new norm. Like, maybe it's not acceptable, but because it is so easily accessible and we all want love and attention, and sometimes your relationship gets a little bit bored and you look the wrong way. Like, do you have a problem with porn? Do you have a problem with your partner watching porn?
No.
Me neither, because I'm like, mate, watch as much as you want. Like, you go for it.
She's hot. She got good boobs. Go for it.
Yeah, like, you know, but this is all you get. I'm like,
as long as you eat at home.
wow.
I've fantasized over food. Like, I've fantasized over like a big juicy steak, like on a movie or something, and then I've cooked the steak at home, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still happy. So it's like porn. You fantasize over this porn star, but then you turn around to your partner and you're like, I'm still happy. I still get to eat the steak.
When you said you were I thought you were talking about some sort of hunk, like a big juicy piece of meat, because you know how like we refer to them as fresh meat.
And then when you were like, actual hunk of steak on a plate.
And then when you said that I come home and cook them, I was like, this has really gotten dark.
This is true crime.
This is a true Halloween episode. This is a true Halloween episode.
I don't eat people.
Just a disclaimer. I do, but only parts of him. I'm sorry, Mum. Actually,
she doesn't digest them.
No,
she just chokes on them.
No. Yeah. I actually wanted to mention that we had such good feedback on last week's episode as well, which is awesome. So thank you to everyone who messaged us.
We appreciate it so much.
Text message, and you'll be pleased to know that Sezzy from last week's episode, she did watch it.
She listened.
Yes. Yeah. Now, I want to know: have you been cheated on?
Yes.
Like a lot?
Yes.
Because I have too, and I wonder, maybe Marnie's going to tell you a cheating story.
I will.
And I'm going to text Cam out there and ask him if he's been cheated on.
There is a story in our inbox also.
Is there?
Yes.
On Instagram?
Yes.
Okay.
So my cheating story.
Go for it.
I've been in 4 long-term relationships in my life, 2 of which I've been cheated on. 1, allegedly I had been cheated on. 2nd, I knew for a fact that I'd been cheated on. The killer story, though, it was crazy, and I knew it was going on. I knew it was happening in the pit of my stomach, but I was just so naive, and I thought I was so in love. It went on for probably 8 months, on and off, and like there were the Snapchats, there were photos, there was so much, and that is the first and only person who I have gone through their phone, because I knew it was happening. He was making out to be as if I was this psycho chook.
Yeah.
He's like, what the hell is wrong with you? There's nothing going on. And I'm like, I know there is. So I was getting the evidence and I was collecting it. But the killer was, we were camping one weekend, and I was having a horrible time because a friend of mine had been taken off life support on the Friday when we actually got up there. So I was a little bit of a downer for the weekend, and he kept making these random comments, and I didn't expect him to tear away from his friends to give me all his attention, but he was giving all of his attention to one girl in particular there, and I was like, this is odd. That's weird. That's suspicious. Have you heard that? I love that TikTok. It's really cool.
No, I haven't yet.
Anyway.
I just sent it to me.
Yeah, and then on the last night, I was just so fed up with it. And for some reason, I was sleeping in the car. I can't remember if it was windy or raining or whatever, but I was sleeping in the car, and I was like, I just don't want you to sleep here with me. I can't. I don't want that to happen. So he got out of the car and he went and slept in Old Love's tent and slept with her. I woke up the next morning thinking everything was fine, and he actually came and woke me up the next morning. He's like, Mans, we're all good, blah blah blah, and I was like, all right, sweet. Walked out to have breakfast with everybody knew except for me, and I found out last year that it happened.
That's so dog.
It was horrible.
Oh man,
it was horrible.
Well,
so,
for me, right,
yes,
I'm name dropping because they're assholes.
Do it.
Yeah. So I lost my virginity to this guy named Scott, right? And when I actually first met Scott, he just randomly added me on Facebook. I had just moved to Sunshine Coast, and we started hanging out, and I think it was like a month into cuddling every Friday and Saturday, and I was like 15 at the time. I ended up finding out that he had a girlfriend because he had his relationship status hidden on Facebook. So it would have shown on her page but didn't show on his. And I found out about the girlfriend and I called it off. And then I think it was like maybe he messaged me all the time and I just ignored it.
Yeah.
But then I got a message I don't know, a few months later, I'd turned 16, saying that him and her had broken up and they were no longer together and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. So we hung out, and then we hung out again, and then we did the dude.
Hey.
I know. And I had told Sezzy.
Yeah. Hey.
And I had told another girl from school, and she was actually friends with Scott's sister. And she somehow told someone else that I had slept with Scott. And then I got back to her, and she actually came and said, Scott is still with XYZ.
It's a red flag when they hide their relationship on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, for the next 3 years, it was like, oh, yeah, we're not together anymore. Oh, they're back together. Oh, yeah, we've broken up. And I think there's only one period where they actually did break up. Yep. So I'm like, great. So, yeah, he cheated on me, and then I went from him to Brandon, and Brandon was the dodgiest motherlick ever. Man, if he ever sees this, you should know you're an asshole.
I agree.
Because we met on Tinder, but then we started dating, I think it was like the 26th of December 2012, right? Cute. I saw him until the 11th of the 11th of January 2013. So I was with him for like a whole year, right? Yep. And we did trips to Ellie Beach and birthdays and stuff. The whole time he was picking up other chicks on Tinder. And he would tell me on a Thursday night that he was going to see a friend or he was going to uni study. And because I wasn't like psycho crazy bitch, I just took his word for it. But he was actually going and catching up with other girls from Tinder and stuff like that. And the reason I found out was because on New Year's Eve, the 11 days after I called it all quits, he went to schoolies that year that we were together as a red frog or as a toolie or whatever, and met a chickie babe there. And then they just kept talking, and then she was going back in there for New Year's, and he asked if he could go to New Year's with friends to go, and he slept with her, and I had a gut feeling that was going to happen. And I checked her Instagram. I was being a little stalker, and there he was kissing her on Instagram with fireworks in the background, and I was like, oh my god, it's coming to an end. I know. And then she went out to dinner with mutual friends and was like, I slept with Brandon, But there were several girls, because I think it was like a year later I was out at a club, and someone that Brandon had slept with came up to me. She was like, oh my god, I just wanted to let you know you're so nice, but I slept with Brandon in a park one night, and then he went straight from the park with me to your house. I was like, shit, you must have been a bad route. But just so you know, because I don't know why she felt the need to tell me, because she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, go away.
You're not sorry.
No, but later that night in the nightclub, and Asha can back me up, it was the funniest thing. She was in this dress that was like a crisscross, and she was dancing, and she was so drunk, and her boobs had fallen out of the crisscross, so her boobs were like, woo, on the dance floor.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And then there's Isaac cheated on me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Tyson and I were seeing each other, and then he let me know that he wanted to go back to his ex, and then that came crashing down for him, and he came back, and I was like, it's too late.
Nope.
Yeah, I think the only one that probably didn't actually cheat on me or do anything dodgy was Mitchell McPhee. So shout out to Mitchell McPhee.
Hey, Mitchell.
Yeah, you are a legend.
A real
He's probably
MVP.
never going to see this, and I think he has a new partner, which is fantastic because he was a really good guy.
Yeah.
He was my weekend booty call. But
I love that.
we both still didn't see anybody else, even though we were just each other's booty calls.
That's
so,
really cute.
yeah, I
That's
have like
sweet.
wicked respect
That's
for him.
respect.
Yeah,
I feel.
yeah. Exactly. We both had
Mutual
a
respect.
yeah, absolutely. But also, fun fact, I messaged Cam from in here, and he's
Yeah.
out there to ask him if he's been cheated on. Actually, I think I'm like probably his second or third girlfriend. But he said not that he's aware of.
Fair.
But we're all aware of us being cheated.
Yeah. Yeah.
But did you read this cheating story?
I skimmed over it.
Okay. So, guys, we have
love
a part
this
one,
girl,
part
by
two.
the way.
Yeah, this chick.
She's beautiful.
Oh, I actually just think she's the greatest.
Does she want to be anonymous? Because she has a really good name. Her name's Marnie.
But no one will ever know which Marnie
No,
it is.
that's right.
And I would also like to put out that she has a really hot husband or partner
Fiancé?
now. Fiance, and the cutest baby ever.
He is
So
beautiful.
and they're buying a house at the moment. So they are kicking goals. Like
They
they
are.
are. She has not missed the memo, guys.
No, she hasn't. She got the memo.
She got the memo. But it just goes to show that we all have to go through shit things.
We have to kiss
meet.
our toads to find our prince.
Absolutely. So it says, okay, I totally have a cheating story. I have several, but I will tell you the best. To set the scene, I started seeing a guy when I was 20. He was 27. I'm like, there we go.
There it is. Red flag.
English guy. Ugh, you're over.
That's even worse.
Over. Super nice, into fitness. This is all going
Okay,
down.
all right.
Marnie, this is
Marnie.
red flags. There's going to be
Is
red
it
flags.
red flag?
Yeah. They're just going to keep popping up.
Yeah.
I'm like, next, obviously Marnie and her partner will never break up because they're just thick as thieves.
They're incredible.
But if something ever does happen, you need to come to us first.
Yes.
We had been together for a few weeks at this point, and we were laying in bed, and he gets a text from a girl that says, "Thank you so much for being there for me. I can always count on you." And I'm like, that's you. You'd go crazy.
But I would.
I'd be like,
yeah.
babe, you are so kind.
I'd be
How
like,
nice that other
what
people
is
can depend on
this?
you.
Who is she?
Yeah, you'd be like, I didn't say anything, and I should have been honest right there and then. Fast forward a few weeks, and he goes away for the weekend to a fitness expo. He sends me a Snapchat, and there's a girl's toiletry bag on the bench. So I'm like, babe, who are you there with? He plays it off as if he's staying with an old friend. You know, the whole "don't worry about it, babe, we're just friends, you're overreacting." I hate it.
Gaslighter. Oh. That's horrible. That's just.
Do you know what though? That's how I define the difference between making a mistake and being a cheater.
Yeah.
How you react when you get caught out. Because like I had a thing with Cam, and Cam probably doesn't want me to say it, but it's not bad, right? He was out of field and he sent some nudes, some chicky babes. He went fishing because I was busy. I was at Sezzy's.
Yep.
And I was not about to get naked in Sarah's bathroom and take nudes to send to Cam.
Yep.
So I couldn't fulfill that initial need he needed at that point in time.
Yep.
And that's how I look at it. That was something that he needed or wanted in the relationship that I wasn't fulfilling. So he looked for it elsewhere. And this is so early on, guys. This is like I was still a size 12. So that's how early it is, guys. That's like 6 dress sizes ago. So he sent out some cheeky pics, and then he had to go out field, and so I couldn't hear from him. And then I got a few messages on Facebook Messenger. Hey, you Cameron's girlfriend, I'm like, yeah, so like, just so you know, like, he sent me these photos, and they sent me screenshots of the Snapchat and stuff, and I was like, God damn it, Cameron.
Damn it, Dale.
I know, and I was like, thanks, babe, thanks for letting me know, like, I'm going to deal with it, I really appreciate, you being honest. She's like, oh, you're too good for him, like, fuck him off, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah, because you don't know what my definition of cheating is.
Exactly.
To me, that could be like, that's not that problem, like, it's not a big problem. So he was like away for a week, and he comes back, and he sends me this big lovey-dovey message, and I was like, oh, this is so good. Because I get this massive paragraph saying how much he's missed me and how happy I make him and all this sort of stuff. Because he's had a week to reflect. And he's like, yeah, I got it good.
Yep.
And he does have it good. No.
Yeah.
And I just responded back, we need to talk. And he was like, what do you want to talk about? And I was like, I will talk about it when you get home. I don't want to do it like over text message.
Your self-control is admirable.
Oh, I just didn't want to do it through message because I hate that people sometimes can't interpret things. And that's why, like, anyone who receives text messages from me knows I send like 100 X's.
Yeah, and love hearts.
Yeah, anyone and emojis. Anyone that knows me and watching, like, they know that I said like, because I want you to know that I'm very happy and I love you very much.
Yeah.
If you get text messages from me and I'm not sending X's,
Something's up.
you're lucky you're getting a text message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm opposite to you. I mean, I send X every now and then.
Yeah.
But you're
You
like
send access to me.
puppy. I do. You're like the puppy and I'm like the cat.
Yeah. But then, what Cam did was, when I said, he owned up to it. He said, I've sent some inappropriate messages on Snapchat. And I was like, yep, I know. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I'll never do it again. He messaged the girls that he sent the nudes to and said, we cannot speak anymore. It's so disrespectful to my partner and I want to ensure things work out. Yeah, his Facebook friends, and don't call me crazy, but I think his Facebook friends went from like 284 to like 272.
Wow.
He went through and wiped any single girl he's ever been intimate with.
I love
any
that.
girl he's ever tried to talk to. Like, he literally blocked numbers. I think he actually deleted Snapchat. I don't think Cam's had Snapchat since that day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like that's what I mean.
Wow.
That's why Cam's not a cheater, because his actions after being caught out were to admit it and make change.
Actions speak louder than words.
Absolutely. Whereas I feel like if he was to turn around and go, no, I didn't, you're a liar, or you're crazy, you shouldn't believe them, that would be a cheater because you didn't own up to it. Yep. But back to Marnes' story. So she got the whole gaslighting.
Yep.
Fast forward a couple more weeks, I noticed another girl's been commenting on his photos a lot, even though we are very clearly together. I come over to his house one day and there's a used condom on the floor. He plays it off as it's been there for ages and it was for self-pleasure.
Oh, mate.
I love that. She's put, ha, yeah, right, in capitals.
She knows.
Yeah. Like, we all have the same thoughts. We have an argument, and again, I'm overreacting. Oh, fuck me. Fast forward to his birthday. He goes out with his friends, and I'm out with mine for one of the girlfriend's birthdays. We meet up at the club together, and a girl comes up and makes out with him. He's very clearly into it. His best friend is trying to keep me calm, and he has the audacity to come up to me and tell me, you guessed it, I'm overreacting, and that it's just a birthday kiss, full tongue and mouth with body grinding. This guy's so stupid because Marnie is just drop dead gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
Like, she is absolutely smart. Like, she's like that chick from Wonder Woman pretty. Like, I just look at her and I'm like, you are just so pretty. Yeah, like just that. But she can go from gorgeous and pretty to sexy, like in a heartbeat. It's just so unfair. Fuck. I have to spend like a week doing my makeup. So I walked out and never saw him again. He's tried to reach out several times over the past few years. He even tried to add my mum on Facebook. In total, he cheated on me with 4 different people that she knows of. Girl 1 was his ex-girlfriend that he very much stayed in contact with because he really wanted to support her. Girl 2 was an old friend that he decided to fly down to see and stay at a hotel with. Girl 3 was not legal. So we're not going to talk about that. Well, I guess a legal age is 16 and over. But if he was 27 and this person's 17... I don't know if it's legal because the legal consent age is 16. I don't know. And then girl 4 was a friend of both of ours who knew we had been dating for about 6 months at this point. Oh, a friend of ours. Oh, man, that wouldn't be my friend anymore.
See, I don't understand that. I've been in a position where a girl has known that my ex was in a relationship with me and she's still gone fishing. She even said, would your girlfriend be mad about this? Yes, she would. She was and still is.
I just would like to make a public service announcement. Any male in the future who would like to date Marnie Clapelt, she will be jealous. She will have a problem with it. Do not do it. Dude, if a chick even follows you on Instagram, you need to be like, remove follower.
I'm not that bad. I'm not, okay, you don't need to do that. But I have been crushed many times.
But I wonder if the next person, like you've always said that you hope the next person that you do it with, like you try life with, will be the one. Yeah, is your person. Like you've always said that. You've said that to me since the day I met you.
Yeah.
You know, and that sounds bad because you were with someone when I met you.
Yeah.
But he could have been the one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You said the next person that you make it work with. So at the end of the day, who knows, that could work out still.
Both people need to make it work, let's just say that.
Yeah, it's a two-way street. But yeah, what I was saying with the next person to date you, I wonder if it will be different because obviously I don't know if all of your friends had partners that were easy to hang around when you had your old partners, because Cam's very laid back and easygoing and easy to blend in with any person. Like we're going to dinner tonight and one of our friends that's coming with us is bringing a Tinder date for the first time. So she's going to be meeting him the same time we're meeting him.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I know. She's going to, I hope she watches this.
Yes.
And then I hope her and him work out and then they both watch this.
I can sit back and be like, that was the day we met.
That was the day we met. Yeah. And little did they know that Taylor and Marnie were talking about it on a podcast in her spare bedroom.
It's already famous.
But yeah, and I wonder if, because Cam hopefully will be mates with them if they would open up and be like, oh, dude, like I've been thinking about this. Because I feel like Cam's the type of person, like he's like, without upsetting any of your exes, he's quite protective of you because he knows you're such a good person and you're my best friend. And obviously he doesn't want to see anyone that I care and love distressed.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they were like, oh yeah, man, like I got a box party next weekend.
Yeah.
Like Cam would be the first person to be like, oh,
shut it down.
Taylor, like just so you know, like, you know, Bob, Marnie's dude, has a bucks next weekend and he plans on getting rowdy and not the good kind of rowdy. The naked with a stripper kind of rowdy.
Yeah. It happens more than you think too. That type of rowdy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
See, because I feel like if Cam got rowdy, like I feel like I would give him one mistake with the person, like intimate mistake, because I feel like if you really truly did make a mistake, you have to live with the guilt of that for the rest of your life. Every time you look at me and I'm happy and I've never done anything wrong, you have to feel sick, not me.
But then you also have to live with the hurt.
Not really.
See, that's what frustrates me with cheating.
Fucking fantastic.
You are. That's what frustrates me when people cheat. They're like, it was a mistake, babe.
Yeah.
Where did you mean to put it?
It was just a tip.
Oh, that makes it okay.
I didn't put the whole thing in. It was just a tip.
Just a tip. In and out and in and out.
I didn't even rub her clitoris. I just rubbed it in between her leg and her labia.
That is more common than we think.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I was talking about a client today about it, and I said to her, I love it. Hey, Ainsley, you better listen to this.
Hey.
Or your mum. Hey, Jen. No, I love you all. But yeah, she was like, no, you just move their hand.
See, it depends who it was.
I'd be too awkward. I'd be like, oh, this is great.
If it was someone that I've gone down that path with before, I'd be like, you should know this.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love that. But yeah, so that is essentially our thoughts on cheating. But we would love to know from anyone who watches. We've decided to do a little bit of a shorter episodes this time to test it out because we did get a bit of feedback that it was a wicked episode last week and everyone loved it. But they were like, it's a bit long. Like, a little bit long. Yeah, we had some people watch it in 2 parts. Like I know Ceci watched it on a lunch break and then she watched it again like the next day.
Nice.
But everyone has said it's amazing. So I reckon if we do shorter, sharper episodes, we might even be able to get to a point where we do 2 episodes a week.
I love that.
Because that's a whole hour again.
That'd be really cool. A whole hour of us on your screens.
Nice. Yeah, and we have decided to start off with it that we are just going to release on YouTube. Because we just think that sometimes we're interesting to watch and we can chuck up some fun images and really keep you guys engaged. And that's
a lot of people just like how we bounce off each other and how we react, physically react to each other. So
yeah. And it's also nice to see that 2 people with completely different body shapes. AKA, I just fit in this chair and Marty can cross her legs in hers. It goes to show that, you know, opposites attract.
Yeah. There's a High Five song about that. It's called Opposites Attract by High Five.
Okay, go and listen to it, guys.
It's really good.
That, or we can sing that. You are true friends. Do you know that song? You're here till the end.
What's it of?
Hannah Montana.
Haven't seen it.
I take it back. This is our last podcast episode ever together.
We're not true friends.
She will be leaving my house for the last time tonight.
Love you guys.
Okay, awesome. Well, what do you reckon? Should we wrap the podcast up?
Let's wrap it up. I have a sad baby.
Yeah, we can hear her. She's getting cranky. So thank you so much for listening to episode 2. We are going to keep episode 3 a secret. So you need to come back for episode 3 because it's going to be so good. Yeah, but thank you so much. We love you all. You're freaking amazing. Thanks for 400 views on our first episode.
Please like and subscribe.
Yes. Happy Halloween to all you
Happy Halloween.
Aussies, Americans, English, Indians, Chinese, anyone. Happy Halloween to all of you out there that choose to celebrate it even though it might not be in your own country.
Yes.
Like us.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. You are the real MVPs.
Yes. We love Halloween.
Yeah.
That means Christmas is coming.
Oh, shit, yeah. I think it's like 57 days. I'm not counting.
She's not. No, not at all.
Actually, it might be 56. I don't know. But also, happy 10 months old to Marnie's daughter, Macy. We're going to insert a cute picture that Marnie's about to take of Macy today when she's not crying or upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that should be shortly.
Yeah.
But once again, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, guys.
And bye.